We just fed the pigs some beets and they look like they are wearing lipstick. And it reminded me of that one-liner, like, hey, you could always put lipstick on a pig, but they're still a pig. They're just funny looking. But we're taking out a bunch of fence today. Mark just got it started. We're going to take this whole row out and down below as well. We need to also create a road that goes up to this other pasture. And we're also pulling power from the goat shelter down to the shop. That's kind of the goal. So we got to get that going. We have really nice weather for a couple of more weeks. There's a few chances of snow, but they're pretty low. But we're just taking advantage of the sunshine.
Four feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm befriended and in lose ya. I could never stand to lose ya. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended and in lose ya. At the end of my bed, in the palm tree lightning, it was nothing you did, I just felt my low lightning. Now we talk all the time, it's a little one-sided, always one step ahead, and I'm running behind you. I'm befriended and in lose ya. I could never stand to lose ya. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended and in lose ya. I'm befriended and in lose ya. I could never stand to lose ya. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended and in lose ya.
That was a little bit slippery, but it wasn't too bad. Once I came down, got situated, and started digging, going back up was a lot easier because that first little greasy layer was out of the way. So then it wasn't too bad. that's going to get us power moved up. We're talking about it, deciding whether we're going to try to get it all connected and pull wires after all the pipes are in place, or if we're going to feed it like beads as we go.
Yeah.
We'll decide that tonight. We wanted to make sure we had access here with this corner set. This fence has kind of changed a couple of times. It's just, this is the end of our pasture, so we kind of have to keep it intact. We're not worried about it right now because we don't have any animals in this pasture.
Mm-hmm. And we probably won't for the rest of the year.
Yeah, probably not till spring. We may winter them in this pasture if we get it closed back off.
Right, if we get time.
But we kind of have a pathway along this fence line. When we had moved it to here, that pathway got blocked off.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we end up having to come in and open it up and clean it up to get it opened up a little bit better, it's already here at any rate. So our plan was to bring this back to just a single brace, and then we're going to hang a gate here and do a corner post and a gate, and we'll refine this back down to this elevation so that it all blends and meets. That way we can come
we can just
down the
access
porch,
it. Yep,
right across
here.
the concrete we just poured, and right back through here and straight in here. We're not going to be coming in here with anything big. Tractor's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Tractor or the Ranger, just to get in here. While we can, we'll probably get in here with the excavator to do some cutting and connecting, because this just dead ends in there, and we may connect it out.
Well, we
for
have
future trail access.
We have a lot of dead trees that need to get pulled down as well. And this is going to be a really great pasture, but we need access to it. It needs to get cleaned up. So that's really the goal there.
Yeah, well, so our farm operations changed.
Right.
Ranching anything up here was just goats, and it was mostly seasonal the first several years. We did goats just because this is not good cattle ground. It's not good grasses, but the goats can eat this. This is like 60 or 70 different varieties of vegetation in the undergrowth, all stuff they can eat. Our spaces and our operational functions are changing slightly. Now that we're incorporating a few other animal types and some different systems, we have to have our systems tightened up.
Yeah, it's starting to all come together and make sense, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, we'll get this all connected and wires pulled tomorrow. We still got to dig the little bit of trench path through the corral to the building. But the pigs are up in there, so I don't want to have an open hole underneath the corral fence overnight. So we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll get everything fastened and up to there so that when we're in there, we can dig the trench, lay the pipe, pull the wires, bury the trench all in one shot up in there.
We do want power to the pig pen or goat shelter, whatever we want to call it. We want power there, and we're also going to pull power to the chicken coop area as well. So we will have power throughout the pasture. There is some future plans with that, and that's the whole reason why we want to have power available and pulled right now. Smell would be worse, but it's not bad at all. pretty good precision. You didn't break that board and you almost got the hole open. Pretty good. I brought all that conduit all by myself, one trip.
I know. I'm so proud of you.
I know, I'm getting really strong. I didn't get any zip ties or anything. I don't know what you want, like up here.
Zip ties.
Oh.
You didn't get a shovel either?
No, I didn't get a shovel. You didn't tell me to get a shovel.
We all just ants up on a hill. Digging, working the earth till we get our fill.
Loud.
Well, it's up and down and into the light and into the dark, a terminal walk or a lost art.
Let's get these 4 out of the way.
And we forgot.
Right?
Right.
I'll go out. Yeah, let's get these 4 out of the way and then start gluing, and you can just keep threading and pushing them.
Okay.
And we'll work them on down the hill.
I'm holding the wire.
I was born to learn how to hold the line, and I was born to march from the beginning to the end of my life. And I'll learn to kill, I'll learn to fight, I'll learn to die for another time.
Hey, I could say that I'm in the trenches with you, hon.
That I ain't seen yet.
Look, we're in the trenches together.
But that rain, that rain, that rain, that rain, she's coming. But that rain, that rain, that rain, that rain, she's coming. I was born an ant, living up on a hill. I was digging, working the earth till I get my fill. Then it's up and down and into the light and into the dark. Terminal walk, lost art.
Do you have your cutters?
I don't have my torch either to put a hooey in it.
A hooey? Do you have a hooey? Do you have a shovel?
You brought me a shovel.
That's right. You should probably start shoveling. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I probably should. Got a short piece of
Yeah, I saw
conduit right out here, and that'll probably be what we need to
to finish
finish
it off.
it. Yeah.
Do you need a screwdriver or zip ties?
Well,
It's not a trick
I
question.
mean, I don't know, is this like, what can we do with these tools?
No. I was just thinking
No?
you wanted to secure it to the building or something.
Oh, we'll use clamps and things.
Isn't that zip ties?
No, zip ties are just plastic.
Well, I know that, but isn't that kind of like
No,
similar?
we use steel conduit clamps. That's all buried back. I think we're good. The bottom half has spread out and finished off pretty nicely. A little bit of rain, a little bit of settling, a little bit of shaping, everything looked great. The slope down here below the road going down is really nice, and that'll set really good. So we can put a gate across there. We'll run fence line back up to this part, and then I think we're going to put an alley right here down to this little gravel corner here to give us a spot to unload to and come bring animals in a little easier than what we've been doing. So it's all in here. We got it. This is the one going to the shop with the wires in it. This conduit is the one we put in with the water line that goes over towards our chicken coop area. We put a sub panel right here that will run the power into it and be able to put some lights and a little bit of stuff out here. Maybe a couple of outdoor outlets, some good lighting inside, maybe a little bit of a yard light out here to shine on. And then I'll also have all of these wires coming from these solar panels connected up. And we'll have a combiner box that will be here that combine all that and then send that power back down to the shop to add to our solar system. Hard work's done. Now just the tedious stuff, installing boxes and making the connections. All right, ladies.